Hello, my cherished duckling. This is Peri Lyons, New York City celebrity psychic, and I'm coming to you live, which beats the alternative, from New York City. And I'm happy to see you and hear you. And I'm happy you exist because you're as a 5-year-old friend of mine once said, I'm God's favorite me. So you're my favorite you. Not that I'm God, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, happy pre-Thanksgiving. As those of you who watch regularly, and bless your hearts if you do, thank you. It's very good karma. It will come back to you in the form of winning lottery tickets. Anyway, so on my mother's side, I'm a direct descendant of some of the genuine pilgrims, like 4 different families in the Mayflower. That and 350 will get me on the subway. And of course, on my dad's side, I'm the product of Polish Jews. So hybrid vigor. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're getting ready to go visit your parents or hang out with your kids and or just have a lovely time. I don't know about you, but whenever I spent time with my parents when I was younger, I always, after about 2 days, reverted to like 12-year-old me, which I don't know why. They'd be like, how are you? I'm like, what did you mean by that? But we got over it. So 2 big things before I do the tarot weather, which is the tarot psychic weather. One big thing is that there's a lot of stuff going on in the sky. And I really, sometimes I just hate it that astrology actually works because it makes no sense to me that great whirling lumps of rock in space care about what I'm doing on Tuesday, but apparently they do. Anyway, so Pluto, which is a big planet, big, and not a cartoon dog. Pluto is, this past week, made a big change. Since 2008, it's been in the sign, of Capricorn. And whatever Pluto was a very deep, profound, transformative planet, goes through, it highlights in our culture and then changes subtly from the inside. So Pluto, since 2008, which I think coincidentally is when the Kardashians first went on the air, has been in Capricorn. Capricorn is a lot. Oh, hi, Angela. I'll be with you in a couple minutes. Just take deep vagus nerve breaths. Anyway, so Pluto has been in Capricorn, and it highlighted in our society a lot of Capricornian things: money, status, power, prestige. That's not all Capricorn is about, but it's a lot. However, last week, Pluto changed into Aquarius. And if you have Aquarius in your chart, you can go to your chart and see, where is Aquarius in my chart? How is Pluto going to be affecting me? How it's going to be affecting the culture is in the next, we'll say 15 years, we're going to see a trend towards more social justice, more equality, more forward thinking, probably breakthroughs in science and good stuff like that. And wherever it's going in your chart is where you're going to be changing profoundly in a good way. The second thing is, yesterday was the start of Mercury retrograde, or Mercury Gatorade. And Mercury retrograde is a time when something happens to Mercury. It's all physics. I'm not going to get into it. But during that time, there tend to be glitches in anything to do with communications, travel, and more travel and communications. I always back up my computer during this time. I also make extra allowances when traveling. One good example of this is I bought a ticket to come to go visit some friends today on the train. And I went to find my ticket this morning and it had disappeared. So that's a very Mercury retrograde thing. Also, don't make any big purchases or sign any contracts. I have the times that I've gone against that and made big purchases and signed contracts during Mercury retrograde, it has not worked out well. Really not well. So there you go. You've been warned. And what else? So it's going to go on for another 2.5 weeks or so. There you go. Planets doing things. That's that. I'm going to do the psychic tarot weather now, and then I'm going to get to our first caller. Hi, Angela. Thank you for being so patient. And Angela, I'm going to ask you to take a very deep breath like this, and then take another breath on top of it, and then breathe out like you're a whoopee cushion and you're blowing out a birthday candle. Good. So I'm going to ask you to keep doing that because what that does is it stimulates the vagus nerve, which is regulates our central nervous system and kind of brings us into alignment with what I'm not sure, but it brings it into alignment. It's not your vagus nerve, which, of course, is the nerve when it's stimulated. You wake up in a hotel room in a Nevada city, surrounded by exhausted sex workers, empty liquor bottles, and wondering where the last decade went. But enough about my personal life. Okay, the psychic tarot weather is this. It starts today, goes for the next week. And if you're watching this on purpose, which if you are, bless you, or you just happen to be passing by and listening or watching, this is how this works. This still applies to you. The first card is for the first couple of days of the week. Second card is like the weekend, maybe Monday. Third card is the rest of the week. And it's just kind of the influences that you'll be noticing that are going to be prominent. And the first influence is this card. And this card, it can mean that you're meeting somebody who, either somebody from your past or somebody with whom you share like an instant sort of, oh, there you are connection. I'm going to say probably going to be somebody from your past returning in a nice way, because during Mercury retrograde, can you say it? Yes, you can. Mercury retrograde, things tend to come back. Oh, and by the way, during Mercury retrograde, good stuff to do is anything that begins with retreat, relax, repurpose, reframe. I've suddenly forgot things, rest, things that begin with re. So somebody from your past is probably coming back. The lesser chances that you're going to meet somebody and just have an instant connection. Be careful of that, because the times that have happened to me, I've married them. Okay, next card is really interesting. It's the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a couple of things. It's traditionally the good wife and mother card. So you might be going to see your mom, which makes sense. It's Thanksgiving. You might be a mom. It also means a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio woman. It's my card. I'm a Pisces. So if you're a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, you're going to be feeling pretty empowered the middle of the weekend. You're going to be feeling pretty self-expressed, pretty powerful, and again, kind of aligned with what? I don't know, just aligned. It can also mean that you're consulting a psychic or a mystic of some kind. This is traditionally the card of intuition and psychic advice, which reminds me, I'm having a sale this week. I'm half price, which makes me $200 for 75 minutes. And please feel free to call in and book a thingamy, a reading. Anyway, last card. I love this card. This is a powerful card, and I have a feeling this is accurate too. I don't know if you can see it. This is the Ace of Cups. In tarot, as in poker, aces are wonderful. We love getting aces. It means it's the powerful beginning of a new cycle. When it's cups, because cups are emotions, it has a lot to do with being happy, with being loved, and you could, who knows, actually fall in love. Or if you are with somebody, you might rediscover your love and passion for them. If neither of those things are in the cards for you, it can just mean a time of real contentment and happiness. There we go. Psychic weather. Let me know what happens. Okay. Angela, you still there? Have you been doing your breathing and thinking about your question?
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, I've been listening.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Well, that's okay. You can do either. I like to connect with people through their birthdays. So when's your birthday, my love?
August 16th.
Oh, Leos. We love Leos. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. Okay. And what's your question? How can I help you?
Oh, usually work related. I have a lot of jobs that I'm kind of on the fence about continuing this position that I was reoffered.
I like the position that you were reoffered, especially because, as I just said in the psychic tarot weather spread, something coming back around is usually a good thing. You have 3 jobs right now?
Yeah, there may be more, but that's about right in the moment.
That's a lot of
That's
jobs.
cool.
I've
Yeah,
had 3 or
cool.
4
Yeah.
jobs in my life, but usually when I was very young. So, um, what would you love to do? Let me just ask you this: what would you love to do if money wasn't an object? And what do you love doing? I get the feeling you're very creative and very good with people.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I would want to give up any of my jobs. I work in healthcare and I'm also an actor, so and I do education. So I love all of
Oh,
those
you're an
things.
actor.
And then
There's the
I'm
creativity I was
also
picking
a
up on.
veterinary. I also work in veterinary as well.
Yay! Oh, that's great. Um, Interesting. You have a lot of range as an actor. You can play ingenue, you can do leading lady, and you can do character roles. Good for you. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
Work in veterinary as well. Well, that's cool. My friend, hold on.
Yeah, and then I work
My
at the human emergency department, the ED for humans as well. And I do education.
Can I ask you, how many people are you? Wow.
When I did numerology, it said the octopuses in my, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
It said the
That makes me
octopus.
happy. Something came up about that, where just having my hands in a lot of different things, it supports my soul. And I'm
Well,
like,
I
yep,
love octopi. I just didn't know octopuses featured in numerology. I'm happy to hear it. I love octopuses. Octopi. Yeah, you're very multi-talented. Well, Leo's also, especially towards the end of Leo, you tend to be kind of multi-talented. Are you combining the education with the acting? Do you do something sort of thing
yes.
where you visit schools and do?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, that's what I was getting.
I do experiential learning. Is what I call it.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Experiential learning.
wonderful. I love that.
Mhm.
You know, one thing that I probably can't fit this in till next year, but I will say, if there's a chance for you to take acting classes anywhere, for some reason I'm getting, this is a little fortune tellery, but it would be very good luck for you.
Okay.
Either you'll meet somebody who's important to your career. I don't know if you have an agent, but the feeling I'm getting is sometime in the next 6 months, if you take an acting class, maybe if you don't, you might wind up with an agent, because I feel like that's a real. I'm a 3rd generation theater person. My grandfather was a Broadway playwright. My aunt and uncle and mom were. So theater, acting is, I'm all about acting. And I do feel that you've got a real talent there. I also think that
Thank you.
I don't know. Yeah, you're welcome. My pleasure.
I'm also a
I
year
also
into.
feel like
I
you've
have
got
1
something
year
called
left in
stage
nursing school
presence.
too.
Um,
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
You've 1 year left in nursing school. Good heavens, woman! You should be giving me advice. I would say that's a lot on your plate. Where did you get all this energy?
I have no idea.
Wow, I'm very impressed with you. I also see that. It's funny. I'm tuning in. I'm trying to get if you have a long-term relationship or no relationship, because often those things show up in the same way for me. If you have a long-term relationship, it comes out kind of, and the same thing if you don't. Are you in a relationship now? No.
Romantically now, huh?
Are you there?
No relationship.
Kind of. Not
No,
really.
no, I'm here. No
Yeah,
relationship.
there's a relationship coming your way probably in February, March is what I'm seeing. And this is going to be no more narcissists for you, pal. This is going to be somebody who can really be in relationship with you for the 5 minutes a week you have free. I think that my guides are saying to tell you to go towards the things you love the most right now. It feels like the offer that's coming back around for you, is that in education or acting?
It is.
Or some combination of the
education.
two?
It's education, yeah.
Education, okay. I wasn't getting it's in healthcare.
Yes, it's related.
Are
to
you studying to be a pediatric nurse?
I haven't decided my path yet, but I start my pediatric rotation in January, February.
Okay, that's probably why I was picking up on that. You got
my
a
daughter
real
works in
God.
pediatrics.
This is a lot. Oh, okay. I love your daughter. You have 2 kids.
I have one. This one.
I love your daughter.
Yeah, she's great.
Okay. Yeah, she's awesome. Here's what I'm getting. The things that light up for me the most start with you are education, and uh, then kind of healthcare and no education and acting, and then healthcare second. And education as it relates to healthcare, I think would be very good for you. In fact, if you felt like, well, I don't know when you'd have time to do this, but you could probably start a side hustle combining education and healthcare, or education, healthcare, and like going to schools and doing lectures and stuff. You'd be very good at public speaking. You and I are the only two people who don't fear public speaking more than death.
No.
Yeah.
I do public speaking with mental health first aid.
Yeah, you're very good at that. Oh, cool. So those, the acting and education first, healthcare is kind of a platform under that. I don't know if that helps, but does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it all does.
Wait, say that again?
I said, yes, it all makes sense. Thank you.
Good. I'm having my head, because it's Mercury retrograde, the headphones I was using don't work. So I have to kind of go, what? I think you've got a really nice year ahead of you. Your daughter's doing great.
Yes.
Can I ask you to get a little closer to the phone or speak up a tiny bit?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, my daughter's the same name as you.
Perfect. I love that. I guess that's all I have. We've got Lindy in Australia next, but I hope that helped. I'm so impressed with you. I hardly know what to say, except can I be you when I grow up? And
it's an interesting life. I do enjoy.
It is. It's well, I think the fact that you enjoy it is one reason it's so interesting. You allow yourself to experience joy, which is wonderful and rather rare. So happy Thanksgiving, my love. And call back.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
Take care. I get the best people. Lindy. We got Lindy in Australia. How are you, Lindy?
Hello there.
Hi,
I'm
baby.
great, thank you.
Where in Australia are you?
I'm really good. Queensland.
Oh, cool. Never been there.
On the Gold Coast.
Gold Coast. Hello.
Yes.
Nice.
Hello.
I'll be right over. As I've said very often in this program, I freaking love Australia and Australians. I lived in Sydney for a little while. So I like to connect people through their birthdays. I'm sorry if I'm talking over. I'm having a little trouble hearing you, so forgive me.
Oh, okay. I'll try and
so I will come on
speak
over.
a little bit into my...
Much better. Thank you.
Is that better?
So when is your birthday? I like to connect people through their birthdays. That's much better. Thank you.
Birthday, the 3rd of the 6th. And the year?
When is your birthday?
The 3rd of June.
Oh, cool.
And you need the year too? Yeah.
Cool. Mine's March 18th.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Just so you can send a card. Oh, wow. 36. You're having a Jupiter return this year. Oh, 1960. Okay. Cool. You're
this year or next year?
Your year of the dragon. Cool. Anyway, how can I help you, my love?
Oh, in any way that you sort of can pick up on. I'm sort of like thinking I've made a big move, life changes. I've had some big life changes, and I'm sort of wondering if I'm going to work again or have another relationship.
You are. Here's what I get. First of all, I think you're second guessing some of the big changes you made. You made a lot of very good intuitive choices, very strong choices for your life. How far did you move? Did you move like 50 miles or 300 miles?
3,000 miles. So it's 3,000. I moved from Melbourne to Queensland.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good idea.
Yeah, I'm
it is
happy up
good.
here. Nice being warm.
Are you in healthcare, or are you? Yeah, being warm is wonderful. Are you in healthcare?
I'm not
Are you in
in
security
anything at
services?
the moment. When I moved, I was in the funeral industry for most of my life, a family business.
Okay. Actually, for me, that
And
kind of
now
does.
I'm not working. I'm trying to find my direction, whether, what to do now. Now I'm here and
Yeah.
settled.
It's funny. I actually think of the funeral business as being part of the healthcare industry, although the very last
Yeah,
part.
I guess so.
But
Yeah,
it's something. I guess what I was picking up on is that you're very good at helping people, and I think one of the things you did in your
yeah,
last business was you were really, really sympathetic and compassionate with people, which is rare.
yeah,
I mean, having had to take care of my share of funerals, having somebody there like you, it just makes a huge difference. And I think making a difference in people's lives is a key thing for you. You really, really thrive on knowing you help people.
yeah,
And it's
yeah. And I
interesting
go
because
back to work. I want to do something like that. Yeah.
I can see a couple of things I can see you doing. I could see you, if you don't have to work immediately, I could see you, perhaps you'd make a fantastic therapist if there's some sort of, or a life coach, which is less training. Um, you're just so good at helping people. You're also very good at working with children, which I don't understand because to me they're just mobile petri dishes. But if you like them, good.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're very good with them.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just treat them as if they're short adults with really bad ADHD. So those are some things I could see you doing. I just love the idea. I hate to repeat myself, but Geminis are also very good. I've got a sister who's a Gemini, and they're very good at being therapists, being social workers. My sister's very good at that. So I could see you doing
that's
that.
the direction I want to go in. I just don't have the education but I've just got
but I think there's a way. I think there's a shortcut of some kind. You could get a life coach certification. There are shorter certification things you could do. You'd also make a very good art therapist, which I think is a shorter. Any kind of occupational therapy, you'd be great at. Great. You could also be a music therapist, but art therapist doesn't take that much training, and there's a lot of work out there for that. Anything, especially something that combines creativity with helping, because you have a strong creative streak. You're very visual, right?
Yeah. That's sort of
or you could
what I
just
would like
fly
to
over
do
here and
too.
redecorate my house for me. Yeah. That's another thing you could do. The last thing I'm going to suggest, because we have a minute and a half, I think you're are you somebody who decorates your friends' houses, whether they want you to or not?
No, but I surround over mine.
I could see you. The other thing I can see you doing is taking a short course in feng shui and having a nice little side hustle as a feng shui decorator person. So that's what I'm getting for you. I think
that's up my alley.
Yeah. That's the most. That's actually lighting up the most for me. I was kind of warming up before. Well, we're going to end in a second, but I'm really glad you called, and I will be over to your house next week. And
okay.
But I love the feng shui is really lighting up for you. With you've got the thing I was picking up as creativity is also in intuition with you. You've got very good intuition, and you're very good at sensing the energy of spaces. So I love that for you. So get in touch and let me know what you decided to do. I'm very excited. I think you're going to be great.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, Lindy, it's so nice meeting you. Thank you so much for calling in.
You too.